Yo, what's up, everybody? Bradley here, and we are at it with a special broadcast, a special show, the first of many shows to come. This show being specifically tied to our Madden Elite IC League. Um, Tonight, I am joined by Julian here on the call. Did a crap ton of stuff with us last cycle in Madden Elite. Definitely an unsung hero behind the scenes. There were basically, if there were shows we did and I was unable to make it production wise, a lot of times we had Julian there in the background running the show when I could not. I believe, Julian, you ran all of our draft shows, and I believe you also ran our first two Super Bowls before Snipes took over doing our Super Bowls. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm correct. I think all the drafts except one. I think the last one I didn't do it. But yeah, thank you.
Gotcha. You definitely what we did last cycle in Elite would not have been possible without you. So your contribution is very much appreciated. As we move into this new cycle and we move into Elite IC, the second league that we are launching, we officially have you in on staff as a part of that. So I'm excited to work with you like that. I'm super biased towards you, man. Love working with you.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of leagues that like take up the mantle of doing a second league. That second league a lot of time gets treated as a B league, and it doesn't get the same measure of love. I'm committed to making this IC league though something different. I know over in your guys' community, over in IFL or over Infernal in
Mm-hmm.
Inferno, you guys are running two leagues this cycle. What's your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think? What's your
I
mindset
mean,
on two leagues?
if you have the right staff for that to handle two leagues and the dedication to give both of them content that they deserve and not forget one of them, I mean, it's gonna work out. For example, us, we got a great staff for both leagues. Um, and yeah, we think it's gonna work out.
I think you guys are going to do a phenomenal job over there. From what I've seen, you guys have already been doing a phenomenal job hitting the ball out of the park. Um, and you touch on something that I believe very fervently, and that is content for both leagues. The content I've seen you guys doing over Inferno, I've seen content for both leagues. You guys gave love to the team reveal in both PS5 and also the PS4 league. Your guys' like dual league thing, the circumstances are a bit different than some of the other leagues out there. I You can chime in and give me your take on it if you want. But from my understanding, basically a lot of your guys' community scales much younger, and you guys have a lot of your core that weren't able to get PS5s. So to kind of cater to both avenues, you guys are running both a PS4 and a PS5 league. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, right now, for the PS4 league is still mostly young guys around teenagers, 16 to 18, average 16, and yeah, of course they can't get a PS5 on their own, so we had to rely on you guys, which I appreciate them for joining. Um, Most are already adults, established adults with PS5, and they decided to join us and give it a go and start the second league. Well, not second league. It's just the PS5 league. So it's just
Yeah.
um yeah, it's our main PS5 league, you can call it, and then we have our main PS4 league. It's not called second league.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That there's the
we
been.
got a we got some guys from the PS4 on the PS5 as well. So
Yeah.
they're playing Iron Man.
You touch on something that I feel very passionate about as we approach the two weeks here in Elite, and that is the language in which we approach the second league. You mentioned not referring to one league as the main league. I believe in that fervently. I catch myself a lot of times. I've been catching myself when I do media for the leagues. I've been catching myself referring to the established league as the main league, and I've been trying to stop myself when I say that and using the term established league, because that there really feeds into like one league being superior to the other, and we don't want that. We want both leagues treated as a place that people would want to be. A lot of like what we do with the IC League in the future, it depends a lot on how successful this venture is, because like the truth of the matter is like we're kind of like leaping off a cliff with this, right? And there's a chance that when we hit the water, right, the water is going to be shallow and it's going to be ugly. um, but I mean, there's a chance that when we dive into the water, like it's going to be deep, man, and it's going to be beautiful, and we're going to make magic happen. But I mean, we run that chance of things not working out. So a lot of what we do moving forward will ride on how successful this is. But if this IC League goes as successful as I believe it's going to, the part of like the plan is at the end of the cycle, guys who end up winning the Super Bowl in the IC League, we're going to allow them to challenge for a spot in the established league. And the mentality is to create a space where the league that we've already established has higher end competition, while this IC League, more of your, I don't want to say a weak level of competition, but a tier under. And like in order for us to pull that off, in order for this to work, the IC League has to be a place where people can be proud to represent. And as we move forward into this venture with the IC League, my like gears and my grind is basically to make this IC League a place where people would want to be. Like I want to put myself in the shoes, right? I want to put myself in the shoes of that guy who has his spot challenged at the end of the cycle. And I want him to be able to come down to the IC League and be happy with that spot. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, I mean you're right, completely right on everything you said. Um, yeah, us IC elite people gotta prove them to the elite league that we are capable of just being our own league by itself. So I think we're capable of doing it. We got some great guys
Yeah.
as members.
Speaking of having great guys, um, the owners list for the IC League, it came together like fire, man.
I
Like
saw that.
it was like less than 24 hours, and I honestly like felt like I was putting half effort into making it happen. Like we had the wait list there, and honestly, like this is something that has been like a second league in elite is something that has been floated multiple times in the past. I believe you yourself volunteered to run
Mm-hmm.
a second league for us last cycle. We had this moment a couple days ago when I was talking with Brett and Chuck, and I believe it was Chuck that said, "Man, we should have took Julian up on that when he said that." I was like, "Yeah, man, I know hindsight's 2020." Um,
I had a plan with that.
oh,
I'm
I
just
know what
saying,
your plan was. I know what your
I had
plan
a plan,
was.
kind of merging both
I
members.
know what your
But yeah,
plan was.
I mean,
Um,
it was fun attempting.
yeah, yeah, but it's been an ideal that's been floated multiple times. Um, and it's not something that we were even looking to do, but like I had this moment, right, when like I was looking at our waiting list. We legit had like a dozen guys that I would consider to be A plus plus owners. And when I was looking at them, there was probably like 10 guys that were content creators, and like the chances of getting all of those guys into the league, like it's not great. And then like once we get into the thick of it, once we got into the thick of it, there would be chances that certain guys would get bumped above other guys, And when that happened, there would be quality guys that got upset and just left because they didn't get their spot and somebody else did. So to like ensure that everybody got a spot, we launched the IC League, and I saw some graphics that one of the guys on our waiting list was posting in like one of the community servers, and it was absolute killer. And then like that's kind of what pushed me over the edge with it, and it was kind of like the thing that pushed our staff over the edge and be like, okay, let's do it. Um, so we'll see how it goes. I believe we've got the bones for something special. Like if we can get everybody in the league that says they want to be involved, it's going to be something special. I believe it could be special to the point where it not only competes with the established league, but I think it could, if the established league isn't ready to grind, I think it could overtake the established league. But a rising ship raises all tides, so it'll be
Yeah,
cool.
it'll be
Um,
fun. It'll be fun year for sure. Just gonna keep waiting for all the next month.
I know. It's this wait has been killer though, man. Like, have you seen all of the issues that have been going on with CFM right now?
Yeah, man, I even lost track of what's happening. I just know about the DC and these things. Yeah,
The Are you guys doing like a fantasy league right now over in Inferno?
we were gonna do it, but it just didn't work out, and we are just doing the roll nights, actually Wednesdays and Fridays, and we'll see how that goes as well.
I kind of wish we would have done something different right now than the fantasy league that we're doing. It's it's a disaster, man.
Yeah, I saw what was happening, and I said, no, let's stop this. It's not even gonna work out. Like game mechanic wise as well, because the game
Yeah.
is broken.
Though the we were able to like switch it from a coaches league over to an owners league, and for some reason, if you're an owner, you don't have the desync issue. So guys
Mhm.
have been able to get their advances in, and once we finish up this show, I'm actually going to go in advance to the fantasy league for the first time. So there's
Nice.
probably going to be a lot of sims though, with all the issues that there have been, and the companion app's not working either,
Oh
right?
yeah, I saw that it shows the wrong week, correct?
Yeah, yeah. When Let me check it right now, see if it's still crap, and it probably is because
Well, give me 2 seconds.
EA's the best. Um, if it would load up, there we go. It's loading.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's a lot of issues right now in EA Sports, and we just can't get an answer when they're gonna fix it.
yeah. I don't know how viewable that is. It looks like there's a glare maybe, but it's currently, according to the app, it's in preseason week 3 when we're actually in week 1.
Yeah,
Um, so it's garbage, but
but I mean, like for like my Madden and data links, when you export the data to the sites, it's all fine. I don't know,
so
it's
the
just a visual glitch, for in my opinion, in the app.
that's weird. So the data is importing properly.
And the data it's all going correctly. Like if you're on week one, it's gonna import week one data to the sites. I mean, it's all going fine. It's just a visual like glitch
Yeah,
on the app itself.
that's interesting. That's really weird, but it's whatever. I haven't even bothered to
Mhm.
reach out about it. Normally, if there's issues with the app, I'm hitting people up, being like, "Yo, the app's broken."
Yeah.
But after the
Uh,
disaster that we had at the beginning of PS5, I don't wanna talk to EA about the app. Just leave it be. It's fine.
Leave
There's
it
enough
alone.
PS5 users now that hopefully somebody else tells them.
Mm.
Looking at the owners list though for the IC League, what's your take? Like, who sticks out to you? Who do you think's gonna shine?
Well, I mean, I just know 100% about Jumper, Buck, obviously you, Evo. And I don't really know any of the other guys. I mean, That actually was in our league on IFL when we were called the UFL
Yeah.
back in those days. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened. I forgot, but he's not in the league anymore. But he played good. As far from I remember, his first game he played real good. I think he blew out some guy. I just remember that very clear. And Buck and Jumper, I mentioned to you earlier that I played them on Super Bowls on PS4 though, so I don't know if that counts still for PS5 skill level
Yeah.
sharp. Um, but they're good. They're good players. They're good players. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Buck is just a smart guy. Well, sometimes yeah. And Jumper, some guys say he's just a lucky guy, a bailout guy, but he's a good player. Not great though. He's just a good player.
I've
Yeah.
seen Jumper do really well in other leagues, and he struggled a bit last cycle in Elite, and a lot of guys in the established league they don't put a lot of stock into Jumper, and every time he comes up on a show or on a panel or something, like I'm always telling people don't sleep on Jumper, and everyone just kind of shrugs it off.
I mean, it could happen again, like a Orion situation where you say, "Don't sleep on that guy," and he ends up winning the Super Bowl.
So, Julian, are you saying that you believe that Jumper is Orion 2.0 and is going to win a Super Bowl this year? Is that what I'm hearing? Just say
Maybe,
yes.
maybe not. I mean,
Maybe,
probably
maybe not.
I can say that in the IC. I could probably see that, but I mean, we'll see.
So that survey I sent out, I don't think I've sent you the results to the survey. I will do that. I've got like a spreadsheet set up with all the results. I'll send that to you tonight when we're done with this call. But looking at the results, the majority of the owners in the league claim that they've won Super Bowls in other leagues.
Jeez.
So I think the mentality when we launched a second league was the level of competition is going to be a tier below.
Hmm.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, myself, I can say I've won six around like three leagues, four in mine. But I mean, the level of competition here, it's definitely high.
Yeah,
As of what we've seen on Elite. But I don't know yet on the IC, so
yeah. I know you mentioned Dez, right? Dez has been getting a crap ton of hype, right? He's been getting a lot of hype, a lot of love, and he does claim he has Super Bowls in other leagues. Talking with him though, he confirmed something to me that another owner claimed in their survey. There's an owner that claimed in the survey that they won 20 Super Bowls in one cycle.
huh? How many leagues is that dude in?
that was what I asked Des, and Des kind of shrugged it off. But the Browns owner in IC, I think is it
Masoon.
Masoon? I believe it's Masoon. But apparently Masoon claims to have 20 Super Bowls in IC. Upon seeing that, my initial response was, "Yo, bread, get this guy in the battle of CFMs for that thing that Freight's doing right." It kind of like I say stuff and it gets shrugged off, man.
I assume most of them are from Express leagues. I mean, there's no way you can win 20 Super Bowls in one cycle. That like, bro,
I,
unless you're like in 10 leagues.
so to me, like I would think the same thing, right? If I seen some random claim in that, but like when like this is being vouched by Dez, and I put Dez in a high regard. Like I know you mentioned he rolled with you. I know he was back in Crossfire before Crossfire closed and was a big piece there, a big player there. And from my understanding, a lot of I think a lot, I might be wrong on this, but I think a lot of his homies were some of the Crossfire guys. So I mean, they're coming from a reputable place, you know.
I heard a lot of good things about Crossfire.
Yeah.
The great league that it ended.
Yeah, definitely less left a lasting impact. Um, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you though, man. Like looking at the owners list, there are a lot of guys that I don't know a lot about in the IC league. There are a few I'm familiar with, and I'll shout out two guys right now. Let me see which
Yeah.
owners they are. Scrolling through the list right now. I don't want to butcher which teams they are.
Anxiety,
All right.
anxiety. He comes from Xbox. He
Yeah,
also plays on Xbox. He plays on both.
yeah. I
So
know
that's
he's
it.
in some major next gen Xbox leagues.
Yeah, XCFL. He's on that one.
Yeah. But so the two guys that really stick out to me, one is another one of our staff members. That staff member is being our Jets owner, Frank. That guy is a cornerstone of any league wherever he goes, both in level of competition and just overall owner of the league. Like he's the type of guy that will carry chat activity on his shoulders alone, and he'll compete in Super Bowls, right? So he's definitely a huge get for us. And then also the Bears owner, Lone Star. Lone Star and Frank are actually IRL homies.
Huh.
And I've known these guys for a very long time. Lone Star will compete at a very high level too. I know you know that I put Bread up on a very high pedestal. If you ask Bread about Lone Star, Bread will be like, "Ah, he's cool, man." There's beef between Bread and Lone Star. Okay, there's beef between Bread and Lone Star, and if Lone Star ever moves up to the main league, it's going to be very entertaining. I hope Lone Star gets stuck in Bread's division. It would be glorious. It would be glorious.
Yeah.
But Lone Star will compete at the highest of levels with anybody. So those are two very good users, Frank and Lone Star.
Do you know what other leagues he has been in?
Who
I
Lone
think I've
Star?
seen that monster. I've seen that name before. I'm pretty sure.
Um, so let's see. Let me think. I believe he's usually a one league type guy. I don't think he usually competes in a lot of leagues. Um, he was so I don't think he competed anywhere this past cycle. The cycle before he was in the league that I started that cycle, and then before that he was a part of Madden Heads United for MHU for a very long time. So I think he'd been a part of that league since like day one of it. So,
Interesting.
but
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
on other two names, Shada, he just recently joined us in IFL,
Yeah.
and he's a Guardians guy from
Mm.
Evo, and I heard he's pretty good, but he's struggling. He is struggling on the Madden 22 game,
Yeah.
so we'll see how he does. Vontae at the Eagles, I'm pretty sure he has played with us. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
Like he's in our waiting list right now. So I'm excited to see how he plays in case he joins us.
How good do you think Evo is? Like I've never played in a league with Evo. Oh, you're laughing. Am I?
Yeah.
Do you think I could take Evo? Is he that bad?
Nah, he's good, but we just had a game. We actually played each other in Guardians in in the only season I was in, and
Yeah.
he got destroyed by Derrick Henry. He just raged the whole game.
I
I
mean,
just
it's Derrick Henry, you know.
He was just raging. We were in a party playing, and he was just raging. And was it like he lost the game after the first drive? But I mean, no, he's good. I mean, I think he won a Super Bowl on
Yeah.
Guardians. But like that was a long time ago, 20 I think. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll say he's between. Yeah, it's under me on like levels, skill level wise.
I think we're gonna have a very fun division, Julian. We got I'm the Jags, you're in as the Texans, and then we got Jumper in as the Titans. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The Colts owner Lando, I don't know a lot about him, but I hear from like Brad and Chuck that he's pretty good, and he's probably gonna do a number on me. But I mean,
He, act-
everybody does. So
he actually was on on Guardians as well, Lando.
Lando
I,
was in Guardians.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen the name on Guardians, but he's not in
Interesting,
there. But I'm pretty sure I saw him there once.
interesting. Um, when we play Julia, we need to get a dual cam stream going. Okay.
I mean, that'll be fun. I think isn't it week one?
Did we play week one?
I am pretty damn sure week one Jaguars. Yeah, week one.
Nice, nice. We'll
That'll
set up we'll set up a dual cam stream. It'll be fun.
that'll be fun. Hell of fun. Jumper, beginning of the Jumper's division. That's also
It's
amazing.
so I wish the best for Jumper, right? And I want Jumper to succeed, but at the same time I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to play spoiler, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I mean, you heard me before. I mean, I gave him a lot of praise, but
Yeah.
he's gonna be ready to play me and get past me.
Yeah, it'll
You
be
know.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So as we wrap this up, man, what's your closing thoughts? What's your expectation going into this cycle and this league?
I'll repeat. If we just need to prove the elite guys that we are capable of running our own our own um main league, and not let us call us the second league. The I've heard I've seen them call the JV league,
Yeah.
which I kind of hate. It's kind of not good for us. So we gotta prove them wrong and be active. And I think we're gonna pull it off real good. Um, you as the content leader for both leagues, but you should give us more content, in my opinion. Well, we'll see.
We'll give content to both ends. But I know talking with you and Evo, right? Like when I
Mhm.
pitched this to you guys, because like you're over your Inferno stuff, Evo's over his Guardian stuff. Like your guys' hands are tied and you're both super busy. And like when I came to you guys, right? Like I threw you both into a group, and I'll tell the world what I told you guys in that group. Us collaborating together, working together, it's basically a dream team of media. So like I believe this is gonna be like cake sauce, man. This is gonna be easy. Like we're about to make magic happen, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be
Yeah.
beautiful. By the time I believe with everything in me, this time next year, the elite IC league will be viewed in the same breath as our established league is. So
Agreed.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, indeed.
and until next time, peeps. See ya. Peace.
Thank you. Good night.